Hey, little queen. So I had the Amber Rose show on. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of a good show. I saw it, but I recorded it, so I'm rewatching it. Got my American Horror Story hat on. Versus by Versace. Skulls on Fire jewelry. I know I've been lacking on videos, but that's only because AT&T came and they're doing like some kind of weird thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys have AT&T, and I'm pretty sure if you've been watching me for a while, you would know that I mentioned that my videos used to upload in like less than 30 minutes. They're like even like 2 hours long or something. Because I know I make long videos. But supposedly it's gonna like they're gonna separate like the Wi-Fi cable from like the TV cable, so it should go by faster. Because if you have Uverse, you kind of know that it's like Wi-Fi TV in some way. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand it. But supposedly they're gonna do that and they're gonna fix it, and then it should be faster soon. I don't know when they're gonna come back, but it's been on and off, and like the storms here in Texas that we had and stuff that knocked it out. But I was eating, so little mouse to get into my food, as they say. And I was thinking, I was like, I haven't done one of these. And I said it's kind of an easy video to do because I'm just talking and I'm watching the trailer for Suicide Squad. Looks really good. And I don't know, I was like, you know what? I was like, I haven't filmed a mukbang. I'm planning on doing one for Whataburger. If you're here from Texas, you know what it is. It's kind of like In-N-Out for California, but you know. But I did get KFC and Jack in the Box, but I ate a taco and a chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box. So I only have a... I need to sneeze. A chicken pot pie from KFC. Oh, and there's a cookie. I have 3 cookies. I think they like threw in an extra order by accident. I don't know. I have a KFC Famous bowl. I was eating, and then here are like 3 chicken strips and like wedges that they gave me. These boxes are so weird to open. I just like ate the whole thing because I'm like, I can't. And a taco left. So that's what I have. And I got 2 drinks. I don't know, Baja Blast and Sierra Mist. So, as I said, I was already eating it, but I thought, you know what, let's sit down and talk. So, American Horror Story, Lady Gaga is returning. Supposedly it's going to be like an opera. I don't know about that. I mean, I rarely have these KFC bowls, but they're so good. Oh god, it's so good. But supposedly she's going to be back on American Horror Story. Well, she is. Supposedly it's going to be like an opera. Again, getting back into it. Like, I guess like a musical this season. I don't really know. I barely saw the first 4 seasons like a couple of weeks ago. I don't know, back in like June. Because I was like, okay, I've never seen them and stuff. I really like Coven. Freak Show is like, eh. Asylum, I liked it, but I felt like it just dragged on too long. Like the aliens just like were there, but they weren't. And then Murder House to me was just like, okay. But I hate that little girl. Like, I feel like if it wasn't for the little girl in Tate, like, she has like daddy issues or something, and I felt like Trisha Paytas, and I felt like she got her whole family killed. Excuse me. So I was just like, I don't know how I feel about that girl. I don't like her. She was in Coven also, and she annoyed me there too. Like, it was like Tate all over. I don't know. It was weird. Guys, this is so good. I feel like Trisha Paytas right now. When she did her KFC mukbang, and Freely is like, carb the fuck up. Alright, guys, man, since I didn't know I was gonna get chicken strips, I got a spicy ketchup from Whataburger. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna dip these free chicken strips in it. Because it was $10. And I'm guessing these are like 3 of those $5 fill-ups. So that should be like $15 or something. I don't know. Like with tax, maybe 17, 16 something. I don't know. It's really good. The biscuits are good. I don't normally like the wedges. I never liked them when I was small at all. My brother loved them. And they gave me wedges, so I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll just eat them. They're free. Everything tastes better when it's free. Pinky up. Get some of that biscuit. So good. I feel like I'm being washed out because one, I'm wearing white. And then 2, this cap is like weird. I never wear caps. I didn't feel like styling my hair today. I didn't style it yesterday. My brother was in the bathroom and I was like, oh. It's just easier for me. So good, you guys. I was gonna get the munchie meal, but that's only from like 9 to 5 p.m. It's like 9 something now that I got home, but I don't know. Also, Mr. Robot Season 2 is on July 13th. And today, a Saturday, I don't know when this video is going to go up, hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, this KFC bowl is really good. But they just showed a marathon of Season 1 again on USA. The soundtrack is out. It's available on Amazon Prime Video. You can stream it there. I don't think it's on Netflix. And go to whoismrrobot.com. You should be able to watch it there. And you can buy Season 1 on Target. When I went 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was on sale for $19.99. I think I got it around like when it was $39 or $49.99. Or I think it was like $40. I don't think $50. And it was still $19.99 when I went back to return a backpack. I'm in college, but like, you know, sometimes you need a backpack. And it was still $19.99, so I don't know. Because I went to Target like, I think 1 week ago or something. Because I bought like, I think I bought Cinderella on DVD or Blu-ray. It's a good movie. So if it's still $19.99 now, go pick up Season 1, support the actors, and look for the soundtrack. I haven't found the soundtrack in stores yet. I've checked Target and Walmart and I haven't found it. The only thing I see is Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is a very cute movie. And the giveaway is coming. You know, I'm still waiting on some stuff to get in the mail. And it's so annoying because I ordered it like May 24th or something, so it's been over a month. You know, like a month and 2 weeks or something. So annoying. I'm just waiting on that. And I don't want it to like overlap with school because I know Season 2 of Mr. Robot's gonna end until like September, I think 13th or 20th, around there. Because originally there was like 10 or 9 episodes, I think. Now there's like 12 or 11 because they added on 2 episodes. So, extended season, that's amazing for us. Because I always want more Rami Malek. If you know what I mean. And also, I've been listening to, music-wise, Skrizzly Adams. And I was laughing because my friend was like, you don't even know who he was, like a couple of weeks ago. He's a really handsome guy. Blah, 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 everything. Country dude. Like they say, Skrizzly Adams. I'll try to link him in the description. If I remember to. I'm eating some wedges. This KFC bowl though, it's bomb. Like I could just come eating this. Fat chicks too. So good. And this biscuit though. This Amber Rose show is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm so happy Amber Rose finally got her show. But back to Skrizzly Adams. You can buy a single tipping point. And you can listen to him. I'm pretty sure he's in my liked videos, of course. It's West Virginia and these cigarettes, lies. I think it's Me and You. And I always forget one of them. The only thing to me is that I think it's Me and You and West Virginia and these cigarettes. Sometimes I get those songs confused because, and I think it's West Virginia and these cigarettes. He's just like, oh, West Virginia. And then Me and You is just like, oh, but like it's the same thing, but you know. And sometimes I get those songs confused. But they're good songs. I like them. I'm not really a country fan. You guys know I went to Carrie Underwood and stuff. And I saw Florida Georgia Line when they opened for Taylor Swift. And I like them, of course. But I'm not like a big country person, but Skrizzly Adams is like, he's really cool. The only thing that's funny though is that I watched a video, oh my god. I think it's a Skrizzly Adams house tour party or house party tour. Party house tour, I don't know. He's like going to people's houses and he's like playing music. I don't know if it's new music or like old music or just a little bit of both, but like, you know, because I know the rapper Logic did that, and Taylor Swift did that for 1989, and there's someone else who did it recently, and he's doing that, and I signed up to do it. Who knows if he'll come to my house. This taco, so good. And I signed up for him to come to my house, hoping he does, because I feel very Kesha Gold Trans in, if you know what I mean, when I see him. So, this taco, I could eat Skrizzly Adams like this. Swallow it into it. I don't know. I guess like country music to me is like most of it I'm just like, oh, whatever, like, you know. Like, I'm trying to sound mean, but it's like always a stereotype of like some drunk person that's like broken up. But I mean, that's most songs, but you know, it's just more obvious, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. I guess it's a very selective audience, so to speak. But I don't know. I just looked him up and stuff, and I think he's signed to Warner Brothers Music or something. I think I heard Tipping Point first. If not, I heard Me and You. I don't know, I just like Me and You. That is the name of the song. He has a good voice, and again, going back, like, his talking voice is so different. And his singing voice, I'm like... When I heard him talking, I was like... Still cute, though, but I was like... I don't know. And going back to Mr. Robot, this is always so all over the place, but we're eating. What are you eating? You know, I'm eating that KFC and that Jack in the Box. And also, it's weird because, like, the Taco Bell is like a KFC combo, so I always get Taco Bell cups. I'm like, I wonder if they have KFC cups. It's weird. But Joanna, Stephanie Cornelius, and her character supposedly has like a really major role this season. Because, you know, like, she was kind of like a background main role character. But of course now they added Craig Robinson and Joey Badass, some redheaded lady that's like FBI, and she looks familiar. I forget where she's from, if she's from something that I've seen her from. And she looks like she's gonna be really like hardcore this season. And I think Terry Colby is having like lunch with Angela, Portia Doubleday's character. And Carly Chaikin is having some issues of her own, as Darlene. It's crazy. It looks like it's going to be a very good season. I'm so glad they added episodes. But then I'm hoping, as like how this was kind of a late summer premiere, I'm hoping that South by Southwest lands on my spring break. Because if I can't go this year, well, 2017, I'm going to be so like, because it was fun. It was fun. Even though I didn't meet Amber Rose or like anyone, you guys know what I mean. I want to go back. I don't know. I want to have fun meeting them and stuff and talking to them, especially Rami Malek. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Okay. If you haven't seen me singing for him, I've seen my other videos regarding Rami Malek and Mr. Robot. Please go watch them. It's so good, you guys. So good. And I had KFC. What's today? Today's Saturday, like 2 nights ago. I got that $5 boombox from Sonic, and I got a chicken pot pie, $5 for that. Best steak ever. We're still finished. Oh, it was really good. Um, I think it was June 20th. They did the Decoded for Mr. Robot, so it's kind of like, kind of exploring season 1. And they had like technical people like explaining certain things and stuff. It was very interesting. I'm going through my recordings. And that was pretty cool. And also, I'm waiting for Taylor and Hasselhoff to release new music because I forget if it's 2014 or 2015, the summer that Collide came out. And I'm like, come on, Tay, we need like new music, girl. She released a cover on SoundCloud. She released one for Stitches, and then she did an acoustic cover of Collide, and then she has like her White Boys remix and the regular Collide, and I think that's it, but she's been doing some stuff. She had a photo shoot in the desert. I don't think that's for new music. I was like with Gaga. I was like, we need new music now. Like, we're not gonna die because we don't have it, but you know. I'm watching Fast and the Furious 6. I was really sad when Paul Walker died. Not a fan of Fast and Furious 6, but I don't know, just I was like, man, like, I don't know, you know, it's like when you see things that are just like, and touching on that, the thing that happened with Christina Grimmie, and then the Orlando shooting, that stuff was just, it was sad. It was really sad, and I'm just like, it sounds like I'm saying sad, but I cried. I was like, that was just, it's honestly beyond words, like, to even say terrible and horrible, like, horrific. Like, these people went out to a club to have a good night. Some with their moms. Some moms couldn't even know where their kids were. And then Christina Grimmie, like a beautiful show, beautiful set list, and reminding me of Carly Rae Jepsen when we met her. Because Christina Grimmie like had her arms open like for a hug, and the guy just shot her and her brother tackled him. Like they say, thankfully no one else got hurt and he saved the day, but to lose your sister in that horrific way, and then like for fans to lose their idol, so to speak, like, I mean, I couldn't think about it. It brought me back to like Selena Quintanilla. I'm sure you guys know like Yolanda Saldivar. And I was like, I think no one truly has the answer. Like people say gun control and this, and like mental illness and everything, and it's like, it's more than this, more than just those kind of like surface issues. Like, because you say mental illness and you categorize everyone under mental illness and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's ever going to be a clear-cut answer besides maybe stricter regulation on people who get it. I saw this thing, like Nightline or something. It's a 13-year-old boy. He goes to buy cigarettes. He can't. He goes to buy like Playboy magazines. He can't. Then he tries to buy something else. He can't. He goes to a gun show, or a place where they're selling guns, and he asks to buy like this rifle or something. He's 13 years old. They sell it to him. No questions asked. And to me, that just showed like the fact that it's so accessible for a 13-year-old boy to buy it was just crazy. And then also, we had to take into fact and consideration that race does play a big part in this. Because we did see the tweet from one of the former congressmen And he basically threatened Obama when he said, like, real America is coming for you. To me, that sounds like some sort of white supremacist kind of thing. And I was not for that. Because also I saw when the Orlando shooting happened. And also with Christina Grimmie. And of course recently, like last night, the Dallas policing. Some people, Christina Grimmie and the Orlando, were saying, oh, until like gay people are treated like us, and they posted pictures of like the 50s with like black people being attacked. And like we don't want to hear it. And with Christina Grimmie, like, oh, like a white girl takes a few bullets and now everybody's sad. And that's not the thing. And what made me sad is like, okay, like there are like gay black people. Like it's not just white gay people or like foreign gay people. You know, like being gay is like, it's gonna be in every nationality or race or country. I mean, look in Russia. There are gay people in Russia. I mean, it's pot pie. And it was just kind of sad to see that happening, because if any of y'all saw the thing with Lady Gaga and the Dalai Lama, she got banned from China for. People just, I don't know. She talked about how negativity or evil is like an invisible snake that has no gender, no real origin, no politics, no anything. And it's just there to separate people who are united, so to speak, and make those small, like they say, subdivisions of our human race hate each other. And then it's like, how can I make them fight with each other? And to me, that reminded me of Madonna's song Devil Pray. People may see it as satanic. When I compared it to that, it's like, if you're always letting evil win and you're always fighting with one another, there's never going to be positivity or happiness or even kindness, tolerance, or even understanding. And it's like, you have to make the devil pray. And the way I interpret that is, you need to kind of pray yourself. Let that evil go, let that prejudice go. And in that sense, you're making the devil pray. You're casting him out in the light. Like, whether you believe in, like, the Bible or whatever. I'm not like some Bible thumping freak, so to speak. But I do have, like, faith and everything like that. And I was just thinking, I said, it's so true, because with the Dallas thing, they're like, oh, black people are praising, like, the cops getting killed, and then white people are like, oh, it's always black people shooting people. And I was like, that's not what it is. It's like, if you look behind the reasons why these things happen, there's a bigger picture, and it is prejudice, and it is race-based. And it's like, because a video surfaced on Twitter that I retweeted, and they pull over this black person. They take him out of the car, the person behind is recording. The cop goes into the passenger, and he's like, I'll bust a cap in your ass right now, like, I don't care. Then he sees himself being filmed, and he's like, you get out of the car. And it's like, these white cops are telling black people, like they say, that they don't care, and they don't see them as human, and they're willing to shoot them for no reason. And I was just like, because people are like, oh, it's not racist, and then they say, like, oh, if you don't obey, you get shot, and if you obey, nothing happens. And I'm like, it's things I see on Facebook that just really piss me off about, like, race and stuff. It's always some unseasoned white bitch, so to speak. Of course, they're like, oh, all lives matter, so black lives don't matter. And I'm just like, no, because it's like, if you have two kids, they're both on a tree, one of them falls and breaks the arm, the other one's just okay. Like, the trend, Black Lives Matter, would be like, oh, like, Billy's life matters more in that moment because he has a broken arm, so he needs medical attention first. The other one is, okay, they can wait after Billy gets, like, x-rays and stuff, you know? And with Black Lives Matter, that means, like, yes, all lives matter, but Black Lives Matter in this specific moment, in this right now, turning point, tipping point of history, because they are being attacked basically for just the color of their skin. And you can see it in those videos, like when white cops say, I'm gonna bust your cap in your ass and I don't care, like, basically because they're black. And it's like, What the hell? And I'm not justifying the actions or what happened in Dallas or anything like that. I'm just saying we need to take a step back and reevaluate ourselves. Look at ourselves and look at the truth in those videos. So now some people are like, oh, like, I think it was with Alton Sterling or the other person. Because I get them confused because I watched a lot of videos. And, like, the wife was basically recording, or the girlfriend, fiance, of how they shot him in the car and the baby was in the backseat. And they're like, oh, why would she record it and blah, blah, blah. But then, like, those same people be like, oh, why didn't she record it? She had a phone. Then we would have known the full story. Like, people are never satisfied. People, like, those same people who say that are the people who call, like, people, like, libtards or something. Like, oh, like, something about, like, Hillary Clinton. And they'll be like, oh, like, they wouldn't even know how evil she is if you put, like, all the thing in their face. And it's, like, the same thing goes for them. Because, like, you have this video proof of even, like, an officer saying, like, I'll bust a cap in your ass on this other situation. And this one, her basically broadcasting it on Facebook so people know right away what is going on. And it's not like they say word against word after the fact. So, it's like people are wearing blinders because they're too stubborn in the wrong way. It's sad to see because if you think about it, that little girl is never going to see dad. She's never going to know who her dad was because he was shot. And she was so young. She'll only know so much. I should say, sorry, this thing moved. I have no idea what's going on. Or she'll never, like, remember him, really. And I saw that as, like, it's just, it's sad, honestly. To look at where we're going in life, and then I think what happened, I don't know if it was Syria or somewhere, where they're celebrating Ramadan. They had a ceasefire for 21 days. I think it was on the last day they basically put airstrikes on them. I don't know who it was that did it, but it's like, it's a ceasefire. It's like supposed to be like a peaceful week or something, so to speak. And they got attacked for just whatever. And then frickin' Donald Trump. He's so opportunistic. And he's like, oh, we need to make America safe again. We need to ban Muslims and stuff. And then abortion and punish women for it. And one, I don't speak about abortion because I'm not a female. I'll never know what it's like to carry a baby. And if you're a male, you have no say-so in a woman's body and what they do with their body. You can show them all the videos, they can change their mind, but it's still their decision. They're the ones who carry the baby. And most guys want to be called daddy, but they bail the moment they get a girl pregnant. And all those other things that Donald Trump says. And then he always has to clarify his statements. And I'm like, if this bitch has to clarify all his fucking statements, then what is he gonna do when he can't clarify an action? And he's always talking about, like, oh, crooked Hillary and stuff and this and that. And it's like, yes, Hillary cost, like, American lives, but as she says, what difference does it make now, so to speak? Like, she got away with it, so to speak, if that's what you're hoping for, an indictment or whatever. And then also, Donald Trump, like, he was going bankrupt and stuff, like, just to open a business under another name, but keep the money, everything like that, so to speak. So he also, like, abuses the economic system. He's, like, so self-funded, but he's having all these fundraisers. He even had one here in San Antonio. So it's like, if he has his own money, why is he spending others? And people still believe, oh, he has a self-funded campaign. I'm like, well, if you're donating money, how is that him self-funding himself? Like, you're funding his campaign. He's just a con man. It's like, you either vote for a liar or a racist. It's your choice. And I mean, they're both liars. And they're both racist. I mean, you can look up all their past videos and past history and stuff, and you can see a lot of stuff. But Donald Trump just reawoke basically hundreds of years of racism, or I don't know. Honestly, and it's pretty scary because I'm Mexican, for one. And then I'm always thinking, I'm like, well, Donald Trump wins. I say, what about my parents? Because I think her name is Normani from, what was it, Fifth Harmony, about the Dallas thing, I believe, or not. Another one, she was saying how she doesn't feel safe and she worries about her father when he steps out the door and stuff. That's why Black Lives Matter more, because they're more of a target from the police. And for anything, really. Donald Trump wins, I said, what about Mexicans? Like, I'm gonna have to be worrying not only about myself, just walking down the street. Maybe I can get away with not being Mexican, but my parents, like, I don't want that in my conscience that I have to worry, like, wherever they go, wherever they are, like, someone's gonna treat them like trash, beat them up, or kill them. Like, that's not how our lives should be. And it's sad to think about it, because I said, with the Orlando shooting, like, those LGBT people, so to speak, were, like, in their own place, in their own environment, like, celebrating, having fun, and somebody came into their environment and just killed them. And I'm like, what has it come to that basically people are going to other people's homes, so to speak, and just shooting up the place? And that's why I say it's whatever, you know, because I feel like no matter how much we talk about it and stuff, like, I feel like nothing will ever happen. And then, like, being optimistic, I'm like, something will happen, you know, like, it has to, because a lot of people are, like, afraid in this, but then people are so stuck in their own views and their own prejudice-based opinions that I just feel like nothing's gonna happen. And I was watching an episode of I Am Jazz. She's that transgender teenager. And they're calling her a freak, and she's sitting right there and stuff. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to understand it. I'm sorry for hurting you. But I'm like, the fact that a lady or, like, a teacher of 35 years can stand in front of her and her mother and say, like, oh, like, your kid is a freak and your kid is a male because he has a dick and, like, this. I'm just like, what the hell is your problem? Like, it's like people become so concerned with things that don't really change their day. And even on Facebook, like, it's like live and let live, like, it's not your kid. And then people are like, oh, I wouldn't have paid attention, like, whatever. And I'm just like, well, you chose to comment on this post or whatever, you know. Even that stupid bathroom debate, like, it just makes no sense to me. And then people are like, oh, like, I see, like, a transgender person walking in and I'm gonna identify as an MMA fighter and beat them up or kill them. As if I'm like, what are people's problems? Like, those transgendered men and women who are, like, using the bathroom, like, that's probably, like, the only place that they feel safe. In the sense of when they're outside of there, like, if something gives them away, like, what if someone follows them to the car and shoots them or beats them up? And I say when they go to the bathroom, like, they probably just kind of have, like, a moment of, like, you know, because sometimes we go to the bathroom, we're just, like, not to use the bathroom, but just to kind of, like, collect ourselves, look in the mirror, splash a little water on our face, and give ourselves a pep talk. And just saying that, I was like, it was crazy. And then I think there's something about the BET Awards, or I don't know, with Justin Timberlake. I didn't pay much attention to that, but I was like, and even with Madonna, she did the Prince tribute, and people were like, oh, like, she's a racist or something, and I was like, I'm like, weren't she and Prince, like, good friends? Like, and then I think she's like, I don't know the words, memorializing or whatever, like, giving tribute to, like, her best friend that's dead. Like, it's not, she's not doing it because she's white, you know, or whatever. So it's weird, you guys. I really don't know. Like, people truly are racist, whether they want to admit it or not. And going back to the Donald Trump and Mexicans, I saw a video of Donald Trump supportingly. And it scared me because there is the fundraiser also here in town. Where they're screaming at Mexican people and they're like, oh, like, fuck you, and like, we're gonna build a wall and you're gonna go back home to rot and stuff, and like, you're gonna make me a fucking burrito and shit. And I was just like, oh my god, it's like, yeah, America, we're gonna make America white again, get rid of everyone else. And it's like, we're gonna kill you and we're gonna hunt you and ISIS down and kill Muslim girls and people. Like, they kill our children in schools and stuff. And I was like, that scares me because again, like, I wouldn't want to be I guess going back into your own home situation. LGBT people at an LGBT bar or club. Mexican family goes to a Mexican restaurant. Some white person walks in and just shoots us all up. Like, I don't want to think about that when I go out of my own home. And even then, like, people who like, oh, this is where like Mexicans live, or like, you know, like, what if I have to worry about even being in my own home that someone's gonna break it and just kill me for being of like Mexican descent? Like, I can't help that. And it kind of reminds me of like predestination, as I was like, well, you're gonna die because you're like not white. And it's like, and the fact that they're even gonna like target children and stuff, like, it just makes me sad. Like, besides being scared and afraid, like, it just makes me sad, honestly. And as always, it's gonna make me wonder, where the hell are we going in life? Like, there's nothing that comes out of it. And then people are like, oh, we just got rid of it and stuff. And I was thinking of The Giver, where everything's the same. They got rid of race and color and this and that. Everything's like literally a black and white world. That's where I feel we're going, but in the negative direction. The sense of black and white, in the sense of, if you're white, you're okay. But black being anything that isn't white, that's bad. Let's get rid of it. We only want a white world, so to speak. And I was like, if we don't have love, and even though one can say love is passion that can turn into murder and all these evil things, I'm like, out of that can come hope and just something better for the future. And that's where I think that we need to go back and just pray or mourn and fight for our lost people who went too far. And as Christina Aguilera says in her song Change, like, we're all the same when everyone's breathing. We all bleed the same color. And like, where you grew up, where you were born, like, that shouldn't define how you're going to be treated for the rest of your life. And the sad thing is, it does. But I mean, we have that chance to stop it. And I know the mayor in Dallas said, like, oh, it was my generation that is at fault. So like, they say our parents and grandparents. Because us as young people, we still believe that there is hope. And we can change. And I hope there is in my generation, because if it goes on like this, I don't know what's going to happen. And then all those terror attacks and stuff, it's just, it's sad. It really is. But the thing I can do is mourn, cry, and pray for a better tomorrow. That people will be understanding or have some sort of revelation if they're like racist or whatever, to see like, it's not the life. Like, if you live a life of negativity, bashing others for who they are, what they are, where they're from, who they identify as, how does that make you a better person? Like, it doesn't. And I don't know, you guys. Getting a little emotional. Because I'm just thinking, all those lives lost, and where does it get us? Only thing it brings about is anger, hatred, prejudice, revenge. So, I don't know. And the fact that black mothers, I suppose now, hug their sons and tell them that your skin color is beautiful and everything, because now it seems like they don't know how long they're going to have their sons. That's what it looks like black mothers hugging their sons because they don't know how long their son will live. Their son will be gunned down and pulled over for having like a missing tail light, or for going 5 miles over, or doing an illegal U-turn. Like, as much as people don't want to admit like white privilege and everything like that, that does exist. And I really don't know, you guys, what has to be fixed. And then also Kesha. I just miss Kesha, and I wish she was free already. And it's sad to see that a girl with a dream who inspires others and fans and everything like that can't do that anymore, so to speak, because she can't make music, she can't tour, she can't go around the world and help those who are struggling. And I just pray to God that Kesha is free. And that all this hate just stops. But until then, all I can do is cry and pray. Pray for a better tomorrow. It's kind of like we already live in a dystopian society if you think about it. Like, oh, everything's perfect. But then like we have all this happening and it's like swept under the rug and like, oh, we're perfect. And then the next thing happens and it's the same old shit, as they said. But don't forget Skrizzly Adams, Tipping Point, Mr. Robot, Season 2, July 13, this Wednesday coming out. And I don't know. I want to say hi to Rami Malek. Stay safe and God bless. Sorry this mukbang became a little sad and whatever, but hey, that's what you do when you're around food. You just talk about life, honestly. It's about the good and the bad. So, that being said, I'll finish this little amount of food in here. I totally could not see it off camera. And I want to say hi to Rami Malek. Stay safe. God bless. And just be kind, accepting, tolerant, understanding. Let other people live their lives. And I don't know. Just watch out for each other out there. It's a tough world, you guys. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. So, hi Rami Malek. Stay safe. God bless you guys. Love you.